to some NHL action. Once again, a very short slate. So let's begin with Boston at Washington. 12:30 puck drop in the nation's capital. Washington opened $1.25 with the total at 5.5. And since those markets opened this one up, we're seeing movement on both the money line and the total. It's actually a nickel fade of the Washington Capitals in the early going here. We also seen movement upward on the total as well. Right now, Washington's 120 with the total moving up to 6. So once again, the Washington Capitals open $1.25. They're now minus 120. Total open 5.5 up to 6. 58% of the consensus is leaning toward Washington, 62% shaded toward the over. Boston's plus 105 for some money line cash. Washington plus 225 for some puck line cash. Now, Washington is 2-0 straight up taking on Boston this season. They're also 5-0 straight up in their last 5 taking on Boston, dating back to last season. Now, the Bruins, on their side of things, they've dropped 5 out of their last 6 straight up. They also rank 28th in road scoring, and they're winning just 30% of their games as the official road underdog. Now, when it comes to the total, Boston's just 20% to the over, taking on teams between 450 and 550. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Washington minus 120 and the under 6 goals in that one. Next game, Oilers, Canadiens, 2 o'clock Montreal. The Canadiens open the betting as the $1.95 favorite, and the total at 5.5. And since those markets opened this one up, we're seeing a huge fade of the Canadiens in the early going here. And as a matter of fact, it is a 30-cent fade of Montreal in the early wagering. We're also seeing movement upward on the total as well. Right now, Montreal is laying 165 with the total moving upward to 6. So once again, the Canadiens open 195 down to minus 165. Total open 5.5 up to 6. 57% of the consensus is now on Montreal, 66% shaded toward the under. Edmonton's plus 145 on the money line. Montreal's plus 160 on the puck line. Now, if you like Montreal on the puck line in this matchup here, they're 17-8 against the spread in their last 25. So when I'm referring to the spread, I'm actually referring to the puck line. So they've successfully covered in 17 out of their last 25 puck line plays. Once again, Canadians 17-8 ATS in their last 25, 5-2 straight up in their last 7. Edmonton's just 1-4 straight up in their last 5. And just 3-6 against the spread in their last 9. Edmonton ranks 26th in shots, 24th in goals allowed, and they're winning just 20% of their games at the current market price. Now, total-wise, Montreal's 11-2 to the under in their last 13. Give me the Canadiens minus 1.5, getting the job done on the puck line, and the under 6 goals in that matchup there. All right, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Flames Hurricanes 2 o'clock puck drop in Carolina. Calgary opened the betting as the $1.15 favorite, with the total at an even 6 goals. And since this one opened up, we're actually seeing a nickel fade of Calgary in the early going here. Movement upward on the total as well. Right now, Calgary's minus 110 with the total moving upward to 6.5. Once again, Calgary open 115 down to minus 110. Total open 6 up to 6.5. 56% are leaning Calgary, 60% shaded toward the over. Right now, Carolina's minus 105 for some money line cash. Calgary plus 225 for some puck line cash. Now, Calgary's 8-2 straight up in their last 10, 5-2 straight up in their last 7 on the road. Calgary ranks first in the NHL in rolled goals allowed, second in offensive scoring, and they're winning 73% of their games at the current market price. Carolina, on their side of things, well, they rank 25th in offensive scoring. And when it comes to the total, Carolina is just 36% to the over at home when the line was 6 or higher. Calgary, 38% to the over away from home. Give me the Flames minus 110 and the under 6.5 goals in that one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But once again, before I get out of here, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. A lot of good information there, and with a documented win percentage of 71% in my last 21 basketball plays. You're definitely costing yourself some valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed to that website. Now, memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well, including my current record in other categories. So once again, please feel free to just hit that pause button right now, open up your browser. All you got to do is type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a couple of seconds. The link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine, once again, and you're watching me right now, I simply cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And with all that said and done, most importantly, thank you for watching today's program. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And as always, don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.